Hi, my name is Keisha and I am the owner here at Kann Boutique. Today we are going to be answering 15 questions to get to know a little bit more about myself, the brand, and my personal style. Why did I start this brand? I started Kann because I needed more time for my family. I wanted to make comparable money. I needed my independence. I wanted creative freedom. I didn't want to be under like a GM or district manager or have to answer to anyone. It wasn't really motivated by money or anything like that. It really just was having creative control of the process in my life, and I liked stepping up to the challenge of building a brand and just watching something grow. So I think those would be the top 3 reasons: just creative control, making comparable money to what I made with a private practice that was under a bigger umbrella, and just the thrill of watching something that I make grow. So that was why I started. My favorite aspect of being an owner. I think I would have to say 2 things. So first, it would be dealing with customers, greeting customers, getting to know my customers, talking to customers, building bonds and relationships with customers. We used to be located in mall locations in my city, and just meeting new people, getting to know them, and having that social interaction with my customer base has been one of my favorite things. And then I would say the next favorite thing would definitely be picking the clothing. One might think maybe doing photo shoots and like creative pursuits and stuff like that, but for me, no, it would definitely be like putting the mood boards together, picking the clothing, more on the planning side of the creative stuff, kind of putting the mood boards together, how we're going to put it all together, how we're going to launch, how we're going to market, putting that together, buying more so than the actual act of the marketing and the branding and stuff like that. So I would say those are my two favorite aspects of being an owner. What inspires me to buy to the store? I am always looking to give a woman an item that is well priced and well made. If I can find something that is well made at a very classic cut that will flatter a lot of people, that will make a woman feel her best while still not being overly expensive, because that is what I look for when I shop, then that inspires me to purchase. I always look for things that make someone feel their best. It's not just about what's going to sell, it really is about putting some thought behind the items that I select. Does the clothing in the store reflect my personal style? I would have to say not really. I try to always, anytime I find something that I personally love, I absolutely have to purchase it. It's just that if everything in the store reflected my personal style, it would be very expensive. I am in love with rich fabrics and textures. I just don't like to layer and pile all of them on at the same time. So I like things that are well made. There are a lot of pieces in the store that are my style. However, I really think about the consumer. I think about who we're catering to, and that is a woman who's 18 to 39 years old. And sometimes we go along with trends a little bit more. I try to keep it classic, but it just depends on what's available as seasons go by. But I try to buy based on what I would wear, but it's not always available. And like I say, if I had to, the price point would be a lot. My favorite item from the store is a jacket that we did some content with before. It looks like the Balmain pearl jacket. It is not from Balmain, but it looks like that. It's heavy. I would have to say that's my all-time favorite. I have had fur coats from the store that I'm in love with. There is currently a pink mink bag that if you watch any of the videos, you'll notice that I keep reposting. That is one of my favorite items. And then there is a pair of mink mules that comes in rose gold, and it's a brown mink fur, and it's like a mule slipper with a heel, and I am in love with it. I think it's perfect. My personal style is, first of all, elegant. I'm going to use words like elegant, regal, sophisticated, preppy, equestrian, old money, I guess you can say. And it has less to do with the cost of things and more about with how things are made. So it can be pre-owned, it can be, but you know, I like the way old things are made, where they're just made with like very heavy cow hides and like good quality leathers and lambskins and things like that. I don't like fast fashion. I don't like cheap things. And so there was a point that we sold a lot more of that stuff, and I would never purchase anything or grab anything from the store. I do more so now, like what we carry now fits my aesthetic a little bit more. But yeah, I would say my style is a lot more like sophisticated, tailored, regal, and old money. Favorite accessory would have to be a fur coat or a fur bag. Anything fur, but I would say a fur coat. I love fur. I think it is gorgeous. It's extravagant. I would pair it over literally anything. I try not to be loud with the fur, and I try to aim for furs that are not too bulky and that are not too much. However, honestly, when it comes to fur, I'm fine. You know, however it looks, it just depends on the mood, but a fur coat, I would say, is my #1 accessory. Am I a maximalist or a minimalist? I would definitely say I am more of a minimalist. As I get older, less is more. Less, but well purchased. And so I like good tailoring as far as clothing. If it's furniture, I like good quality. I like things that are rich in texture. But just not too much of anything. So even if it's an extravagant piece, it's going to be the only extravagant piece, or there are going to be very few pieces. But I would definitely say minimalist for sure. My favorite vacation items and why? That is a good question. Okay, so if I am going on a beach vacation, my favorite item would be, I have this pair of Louis Vuitton genuine mink slides with some gold detail on them. That is my favorite accessory, as well as caftans. I love caftans. They're easy. I don't have to worry about bloating. I don't have to worry about anything. I can throw one on and those slides and it works. If I am going on another kind of vacation, so say it might be cold, or it might just be, say, New York for a couple of days or something like that, then it would definitely be the dinner outfits. So the really nice heels, a nice dress, and perfume. Those would be my favorite items in the suitcase. Like, those would be the items that I'm excited about. When packing for trips, I am a minimalist. I try to fit as much as possible into a carry-on. So I do a carry-on, a makeup bag, and my personal bag. I do not like more than that. If I have trips that are longer and I have to check bags in and out, I am not a fan of the traveling experience. So waiting in line for bags and that sort, it's not my favorite thing to do. So I am a minimalist. So I literally lay my clothes out. I take pictures of different items. I try to mix and match. I try to wash on vacation, hand wash and lay it out to dry on the balcony, things like swimsuits and that sort of thing. So I like to enjoy trips. I can take some pictures here and there, but it is more about the comfort of traveling and traveling light for me. My must-have fashion item. Oh, a statement piece on an outfit. I usually have some sort of statement piece, so it could be, say, a cuff, like a thick gold cuff, or maybe like a collar, something that is beautiful, luxurious, possibly expensive maybe, or just looks expensive, because probably the rest of the look is going to be minimalist. So that's what I would say. What makes me feel beautiful? Being myself. Being myself. I try to be authentic. I am more subdued and conservative in a lot of things that I do. So more natural makeup, more conservative on accessories. My natural hair obviously is probably a signature thing that I'm known for. My favorite designer by far right now is Schiaparelli. I'm sorry, everything they do, I think the creative director is a genius. Everything they do is amazing. They use crystals in their designs, which I love. I love that it is eccentric. I think it's flawless. I think it's the representation of everything fashion should be. Is it day-to-day ready-to-wear? No, but it is fantasy, it's fantastical, it's amazing. So that is my favorite designer. I do not have a single piece from them, but I just love what that brand is about. Fashion turnoffs, anything cheap, anything cheaply made, anything with too much logos on it. I am not a person who's like label crazy. It doesn't matter. I will wear something. Like I have glasses that I got for $7 at a gas station that I have had for years and I've taken amazing care of. And I just love them and everybody loves them. And they're like, where did you get them? And I'm like, I have no idea. And they just pair well with everything. So it is really about what the item is and how it looks and how it makes me feel. I don't like, this is kind of weird to say because I do like fur, but things that are fighting for too much attention, and that's an issue that I have with my personal style, is I do like things that are very flamboyant, but I don't like the attention that they bring at the same time. So I am going to say I like fashion for myself. I don't like fashion that screams for attention. How about that? Worst and best fashion trend? I want to say one fashion trend that I really like is all black, but with different textures. So black and velvet on top of black silk or satin, on top of black leather, everything black, black patent, black suede. I just like a good black everything. I also like shoulder pads and structure in outfits. Yeah, I would say those things are my favorites. And worst fashion trends, ugh, I don't even know. I think, you know what, I don't like fast fashion, and I don't like cheap fashion, and I don't like things that are tacky. So yeah, I want to say my taste is very cultured and very timeless. So I like anything cultured and timeless. Thank you for watching YouTube. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better. You know, I definitely think you guys are going to be seeing more of the Kann brand, more of who we are, and I know our collections are definitely going to get better and better. And so, you know, hang in there as we grow online. Have a wonderful day.